Yo, what is up, guys? It is xFayze here. I will be reacting to Rant, Crucify Your Culture. I did my reaction to Money Game Part 1 and 2, which is on my channel. You guys can check it out. I have a whole playlist for Rant reactions only, because I realize a lot of people that are on my channel only want to listen to the Rant reactions. Totally fair, totally fair. I can respect that decision. Rant is one of those artists that has cultivated quite a loyal fan base, which is always amazing to see. But today, Crucify Your Culture. Let's go.
A murderer's mind, born into a murderous time, where right or wrong is a blurred line, hard to define. For greed is poison the well, we all drink from the chalice. It's a long way down into the rabbit hole, Alice. Now I crucify your culture.
Okay, yeah, so this has to do with, okay, one more time so I can catch everything, because I think I missed one of those lines there.
Born into a murderous time, where right or wrong is a blurred line, hard to define. For greed is
Okay, right or wrong is a hard line. Blurred line, hard to define. Everything. So the way that he's rhyming here is da 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 time, blurred line, defined, time. It's the eyes. It's one of my favorite sounds when it comes to rhyme schemes. So I do like that he added that here.
where right or wrong is a blurred line, hard to define. For greed is poison the well, we all drink from the chalice.
So the greed poisoned the well, we all drink from the chalice. So we're in a world where we can't do anything other than that, right? We can't do anything other than chase money, because money is the currency of everything. You need money to survive. You need it for food. You need it for everything. So we're all trapped in the confines of this whole system that revolves around money and greed, right?
It's a long way down into the rabbit hole, Alice. Now I crucify your culture, burn down the altar. Religion of consumerism picks us up like vultures, takes us for punks. They say jump, we jump. It's the same if it's Bush or Obama or Trump. I'm not buying into a 1, 2, 3 party system.
Hey, I agree with Ren here. It's so weird to me. In my Money Game Part 2, I made fun of Trump. If you guys have watched that reaction, and people got mad at me, like, if you're gonna get mad at me making fun of a public figure who's said many funny things himself, you're a clown, okay? Because I made fun of Biden too. I'm a personal fan of, you know, a lot of things that Obama did, and I've also made fun of Obama. Like, you have to have fun in life. Like, stop getting mad and pissy about people making jokes. It's not like I went directly at Trump and I'm like, oh, this guy's like the worst person in the world, blah, blah, blah. I was just like, you know, I made a joke about him. I disagree with some of his policies. To me, you shouldn't get offended over me going at anyone. You should get offended over me going at ideas and concepts and policies. So if I actually mention a specific policy that you deeply disagree with, yeah, sure, get mad, retort back to me, tell me what your opinion is. But if you're just like defending someone else's whole character who's online and we're just making a joke, like that's so weird to me, you know? Like, fight for the things you believe in, not a person. Because there's no way, even if you're a fan of Trump, even if you're a fan of Biden, whoever it is, whatever politician it is, there's no way that you agree with all of their viewpoints. There's just no way, because everyone is brought up differently. Everyone has different experiences. So there's going to be parts where you disagree with them. So to me, the most important thing is defending the viewpoints, the policy ideas, the views on society, those things, your morals, right? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't live in Europe and I don't know how it works over there, but in North America, it feels like everyone like wants to be part of a team and they defend every single thing from that team. They can't like view something objectively and be like, okay, well, I agree with some of this and I disagree with some of this. And this even goes down to Ren, right? Just because I'm a fan of Ren doesn't mean I agree with everything he's ever said, right? And that's just one of those things where you have to think for yourself. Like, you can take things that you agree with, while still looking at things in an unbiased way. That's my whole point. Let's react. Oh, one second. He's going on with a very fast, choppy cadence here.
I'm not buying into a 1, 2, 3 party system. I rise against some illusion.
I'm not buying 1, 2, 3 party systems. See?
To a 1, 2, 3 party system, I rise against them. Illusions of choice, take our voice, so take back your rigged election system. Deficit, represent nobody but your money. Funny how you keep them sweet, honey. Shepherds and the sheep, dummy.
Shepherds and the sheep. Exactly. Like, you have that one guy leading, and the sheep just follow every single command. Like, that's not how it's supposed to be. If you disagree, you're supposed to, like, disagree, right? You're not supposed to, like, you know, whatever. I'm going way too far into that. I do like the way that he did his rhymes there again. One thing about Ren is when it comes to rapping, he knows exactly how to structure his writing. And I see a very like hard influence of Eminem on him, even though his subject matter is completely different from Eminem, right? He raps about something completely different from Eminem, but I'm just talking in terms of the rhyme schemes and the way he splits up his syllables to the beat. It's very like choppy, and if you listen to Eminem, he does that a lot too. And it's very complex with the rhyming, multi-syllable rhymes. He has inner rhymes. That's all something that I pick up when I listen to Ren as well.
Sell my views like they sold the concept of freedom to you. They sold the voice of Huxley, of Orwell, Guevara, Dalai Lama. Now they're all just a product to you. And now you care more about your new shoes, the loose screws and minds of politicians that abuse truths to shape you, break you. Consumerism breaks you until your thoughts to end you. They make you wanna hate you, so you keep buying, corporation buying, defying.
All right, so that whole thing again is all about money. It's all about capitalism. Now, let me just go back here one little bit. So he's saying like even powerful voices eventually turn into a product instead of, you know, a message. So he's saying like all these authors here, like Orwell, Dalai Lama, and all that, they've all become, you know, faces that people use to sell other things instead of, you know, communicating their ideas and projecting those ideas into society as a whole. I think that's what he's talking about, right? Someone tell me in the comment section below.
Huxley, of Orwell, Guevara, Dalai Lama, now they're all just a product to you. And now you care more about your new shoes, the loose screws and minds of politicians that abuse truths to shape you, break you. Consumerism breaks you until your thoughts to end you. They make you wanna hate you, so you keep buying, corporation buying, defying fraudulent liars and burning empires, tap into the telephone wires. And history's biased, it glorifies and justifies our evil. It justifies.
The inner rhymes are crazy. The inner rhymes are crazy. One more time. I told you, when it's the eyes, I really like those rhymes. One more time. I got lost in the flow there with the frying and dying, the tie.
Frying, defying fraudulent liars and burning empires, tap into the telephone wires. And history's biased, it glorifies and justifies our evil. It justifies the wars that rain destruction upon people. Every single.
And there is a very common concept that's shared a lot. It's, you know, history's written by the winners. That's what he's talking about here.
On people, every single human born equal. They treat you like an asset, not a human, man. It's see-through, slavery through debt. You think that mortgage is to help you? Bills stacking high, killing dreams, money maims you, lying tames you. The land of the free, irony. A hierarchy, false education kills the fire in me. Still I stand strong like two towers that were knocked down by greedy men's thirst for power and now greed. Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we.
Wow. Okay. I'm not gonna tackle that one.
Greed plants a seed that will destroy us all if we succumb to greed. Fuck greed, silent I breathe. Burn money, greed makes us bleed, makes us bleed, makes us bleed. Our political system is a farce. Democracy will not exist till actions speak louder than money. Wealth is a poison honey, another money making holiday for the Easter bunny. Adverts suck out your soul, drink Coca-Cola, lining up the pockets of the fat controller, selling fear to the people, let it spread like a bowl. A propaganda machine, American dream, it's hopeless. Nikola Tesla, 1883. The DC current system fought against the AC, but not because the AC system wasn't any better, because people don't like change when money's at the center. Move, let me enter from the
facts. We actually see that currently now with the way that, not now, but maybe a few years ago, with how it was very hard to push electric vehicles out because all the big companies, you know, didn't have their electric vehicles produced yet, and only Tesla and a few other smaller ones had, and they kind of delayed the policy there. They delayed all of that until eventually we started getting the EV credits for those that live in North America, and now we can move forward. But in Europe, that had already been a thing. It just slowed down in North America because of all these other companies slowing that whole movement down. We also saw that with when we discovered that cigarettes cause lung cancer, and there's a lot of pushback there. Those companies paid so much to lobby the government and just slow down that narrative until they could develop other products that their customers would consume. It's freaky. It's honestly very scary to me. And what Ren here is talking about is specifically the case of Nikola Tesla, but this concept happens a lot. You know, this is not just a one-off example where people are scared of change and you know, they slow everything down because of that, because of the whole fact that, you know, the economy and money runs around a specific thing, and if a disrupting invention comes through, it gets stopped a lot. There's a lot of pushback there, and even some of the companies that dominate the main space will actually try and acquire those new technologies so that the bigger companies can keep profiting and stay in power and stay in that like monopoly of control in that specific market. You know what? Something I have to say before this reaction is over. These type of songs just have me ranting about everything because it's thought provoking. It's not like brain dead music. I feel that this has also happened in Money Game Part 1 and 2, and to a lesser extent the trilogy of tales from Ren also discussed these types of things, and those are honestly the most interesting comment sections out of all my videos. So hopefully you guys, you know, keep that streak going and talk about some of this stuff in the comments. I love seeing people go back and forth. I'll go back and forth with you too. You know, if I get notifications of your comments, I'll read it and reply to it and everything. So it's really interesting. Let me know what you guys think about all this stuff.
Move, let me enter from the epicenter. Poison parliamenter, who's the main contender? Oh, it's you, Mr. President. Evident that the counterintelligence is a hell of a prevalent.
And here's that bag again. This was very like punk rock, not punk rock. It was very like against the establishment type feel that a lot of rock has. Generally, you know, a lot of the feel. I think Ren captured the feel, but he kind of did it in like a rap way with the way that he constructed his lines and his rhymes and everything. So that was a pretty nice combo. In terms of listen, like I don't think I'd add this to my like day-to-day playlist because you know, sometimes you just want to listen to songs and just, you know, have some fun. This is very thought-provoking, you know. This is a very important piece to put out there, but I don't think a lot of people will listen to this, you know, religiously unless they're, you know, fans of Ren in the first place. To me, this is going to be a song I'll probably play like once in a while here and there, but it's just not like a genre that I listen to a lot with those instruments. I prefer like more traditional rap with like the drums and, you know, just an old school beat type thing. But I think that Ren did a very good job capturing the whole feel here and even making it in a more creative way because he kind of combined two things together. That's a lot of talking for me. Every time I do a Ren reaction, it's like the longest thing ever. Hope you guys if you watch this far into the video, comment Ren is a thought-provoking genius. We're gonna go with that one. So I know you listened this far into the video, and if you want to watch my other reactions to Ren, I'll have the playlist right either here or here. Wait, here or here. Peace.